Aquarius, how are you? We're going to get started on your love reading for the month of October. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Aquarius. Let's begin by choosing a tarot deck for you guys. And I don't really have one in particular that I'm being drawn to. Aquarius, all of the decks on my table have a Halloween horror-inspired theme, and I did that on purpose because we're in the month of October, and we have the Halloween holiday this month, so I wanted to. I thought it'd be cool to do this. Let's see. I'm in the U.S., guys, so Halloween it's like an important holiday over here. Let's see. Yeah, let me use this one. Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Let's use this, okay? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Aquarius. This is your love reading for the month of October. Really, this reading is good for whenever it is that you find yourself listening to it. A month, from then, but I mean, these readings don't only have to be for, that specific month or a month time frame. Depending on where you are in this cosmic timeline, this reading is going to be resonating with your particular position, right, in the universe. So for some of you, it might resonate for this moment, might resonate for you next month, sometime this month, for some of you later on, several months from now. Or it could just be, a reading. This reading could just overall be telling you about a situation on an overall, perspective level, where time is not necessarily a thing, but more so it's just providing you with a certain clarity, for example, or perspective here on any given situation. Anyway, all right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's take a look at the overall energy of your love life. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Aquarius. Let's see, what is really important at this time? FYI, for your information. Just give us perspective. Ooh, there's some, heavy energies here that I'm working through. We have the Seven of Wands. And then we have the King of Cups. Like, as soon as I saw this Seven of Wands, I heard be wary. Be wary. And I feel like that's a message both for me and for you. Yeah, because I'm starting your reading and I'm feeling all these energies. It felt, if you can envision this, is like if I'm traveling through the universe and there's a lot of things that I'm like passing through, and I could feel them on my body. I felt it here. Okay, I felt them like little tickles, and it's eventually it just feels like irritation. And then I start to get like I'm starting to get itchy. So yeah, Seven of Wands. Be wary, okay? That's what I heard. And again, that's like a message for you and I. All right, we have the King of Cups. Interesting. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Now, I'm getting that for many of you, this Aquarius reading this time around is like a collective reading. Meaning not just for the sign of Aquarius. For the sign, okay, for the sign of Aquarius, but as well for like the collective, okay? So any other sign, really, this is going to be resonating with. Seven of Wands. There's something you have to be careful about. Maybe there's a particular person, Yeah, absolutely. There's something, okay, this time around, okay, it's very important, my dear Aquarius, that that you are careful about. I'm hearing the company that you are surrounding yourself with. King of Cups. Maybe there's a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces of significance. Maybe there is an air sign, another Aquarius, a Gemini, a Libra of significance. Okay, this is what I'm getting. I'm getting that for many of you. I'm connecting with those of you that are doing like a lot of energetic work, okay? And you are tapping into like certain astral, energies. And I feel like you will be coming in contact with all kinds of different energies and entities, okay? Here with this King of Cups, there's like a lot of people on the table, right? But there's some in coffins. You see how there's some people in coffins? Yeah, and when I started your reading, I saw myself traveling, through the universe, and I was feeling all kinds of things on me. So for those of you that are doing this, okay, you're like taking journeys, for example, astral traveling, which is just connecting to different planes of existence through your mind. For those of you that are doing that, it's very important that you are doing cleansings, that you are protecting yourself. There's many ways that you can do that. And it's very important that you are performing cleansings as well after you do these journeys, these trips, okay? Because you're going to be coming in contact with a lot of things, and I know a lot about this because of the work it is that I do. And you will pick up all sorts of things. It is not if it's a for sure thing. It's not like, oh, am I maybe going to pick up things? No, you will. Okay, things you will bring stuff back to you, with you. So it's important that you have a regular daily. Okay, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I recommend a daily spiritual practice to anybody, but especially, okay, if you're doing this kind of stuff here. Now, let's get back to this 3D realm here. I do feel like, okay, so I'm getting that for many of you, there's like this, there's this, for many of you, there is a person, okay, or an entity, okay, an energy, okay, that is going to manifest themselves in a particular manner in this other spiritual realm. That is actually a real person that is alive, that is around you, that knows of you. They're a factor in some kind of way. That is important, okay, because I feel like that manifestation there in the spiritual realm is really going to be symbolic of who this person is, their motives, their intentions, and it just it's just really going to give you insight, knowledge, clarity about this person. And they're making me sick right now. Here we have the Knight of Swords, and we have a gentleman that is sitting down. He has a shovel in his hands, and there's there's dirt. So this is about digging things up. Yeah, this Knight of Swords is about digging things up. And the Knight of Swords, guys, is a kind of energy that doesn't really hold back, right? It doesn't really stop and think, oh, well, what if this happens? Or, maybe this could possibly happen. Or, they don't, the Knight of Swords energy just impulsively acts. Now, I'm not saying you guys are acting impulsively or that necessarily there is an impulsive energy here. But with this Knight of Swords being here, I'm seeing it connected to the advice that I was just telling you guys. Like if you're traveling, doing you're doing spiritual work, it's easy, right, to just go and do it. For example, connect with spirit through meditations, and it's easy just to do that. But for those of you that I'm connecting with, it's important that you prepare. It's important that you prepare for these meditations and these journeys, okay? In the way of just taking precautions. Because there is an energy here that is not good at all. That you really have to be careful with the way that you interact with it. And why is that? It could be for many, many reasons, but pretty much this particular energy that I'm seeing here will be causing a negative effect in your psyche. I feel like it could definitely latch on to you. You see how this Seven of Wands is here? So what happens when these things latch onto you? They could drain you of your energy. They can influence your thoughts, your emotions. So they can influence your mood, for example, in a negative way. They could suck your energy, absolutely. They can even, I'm hearing, implant certain thought patterns and beliefs that are not yours. Seven of Wands. You see how that creature there is holding on to this guy like, hey, where you going? Yeah, and the Seven of Wands is all about keeping your distance. It's about creating strong boundaries. Absolutely, guys. It's very important, okay, that you just can't interact with you can, absolutely. It's not that you can't. And for many of you, I'm hearing, many of you, it takes interacting with these energies to learn, right? We all learn through experience, absolutely. But, just be wary, okay? There is, and the thing about this is that this energy, okay, is a manifestation of an actual person that's like alive. They're making me very sick. This is it's not a good energy to have. With this Knight of Swords being here as well, I feel like there's a lot of buried, things in your psyche. There's a lot of things buried in your psyche, which you will be uncovering. Tell me about this Knight of Swords. Ooh, okay. These are negative attachments. Yeah, look. It's not that it's like a Halloween, horror inspired deck. Look, we have the Three of Swords, which is just, it's Halloween theme or not, it's not a good energy. You see this Three of Swords? And there's hearts. And yeah, I do. I feel it in my heart. Okay, so this is an energy that I feel it right here. I feel it in like my lower, like my upper back, like where your neck is, but a little bit lower than that. I feel it there. It does feel parasitic in nature. We have this Three of Swords. I feel like it's this energy here, okay, is negatively affecting as well your heart chakra. So this is a love reading, right? So for many of you, this is a particular person that you were involved with. Absolutely. Yeah, look, there is a negative attachment here. It is that I see. You see, Seven of Wands. And for many of you, this might be the reason why it is that you are, for example, doing meditations and doing astral traveling and just tapping into all these planes of existence, because you're trying to get information, or you're just trying to tap into something that you feel, but that you don't really maybe understand completely. Maybe you're trying to get answers. Absolutely. With this Knight of Swords, you see how they've been digging there? I feel it in my heart chakra. It feels nauseating. So it's like there's, okay, all right. I'm trying to think about like advice to give you guys and how it is to handle this. There's a lot of energetic problems. Do you see Five of Wands? We have the Ten of Wands. This is directly connected to a lover. There's a negative attachment here to a lover. Now guys, when we're talking about divine unions, like a twin flame connection, even a soulmate connection, but specifically like that twin flame connection, which is just it's a spiritual connection, guys. Sometimes we get stuck, with these terms, and we identify them and we don't, and when we don't, we kind of just block ourselves from that, I see this a lot. So, like I've seen it a lot, like in comments where I don't believe in twin flame, I don't believe in twin flame relationships. Twin flame relationship is just it's just a spiritual connection that pretty much is going to help you evolve spiritually in the way of understanding how things interact in the spiritual world. So it just provides you a different lens and perspective through to see a connection through. That's it. That's really all a twin flame relationship is. It's a relationship which you have to see from a higher or different spiritual perspective to understand. So lovers, okay, all right, that's some interesting stuff here that I see. All right, so with these types of connections, guys, there could be something attached to your significant other. There could also be something attached to you. But if they're attached to you, okay, or if they're attached to your significant other, they're attached to you. And if there's something attached to you, it means it is attached to your significant other. The lovers, there's a wound here for many of you. There is a wound. For many of you, this is a wound that the both of you share, meaning it's affecting the same chakra. For many of you, it's your heart, the Three of Swords. And this wound, okay, has not been healed, and it has created an opening, a tear, okay? Which, you know, you could think about it symbolically like this. It's like a portal that allows other things access to your aura and energy field. Now, for many of you, there's also a block there. If you could think about it. So you see how there's like a big, like that wall there is ripped. So yeah, I'm seeing that as like your aura, your energetic field, okay? And it's like, it's allowing certain energies, entities, okay, to go into your energy field, and they're specifically targeting your heart. Why is that? Because it's been wounded. You see how the heart there has those sticks, daggers around it, so it's been wounded. So it's like Mirroring these things, they're attracted to that energy. Here we have the Five of Wands. You see the energy? So again, it's not that it's a Halloween horror inspired tarot deck. It's really the energy that we see here. We have this Five of Wands. Okay. And you see how there's like this little thing here? I don't know what it is. It's this little thing, and it's like grabbing all of these people and it's setting them on fire. So for many of you, there's like several things here, okay, that you're having to clean out, we can say, because to me, fire, it's like, okay, this is another thing that I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting a whole lot for you guys, okay? These things, you're not going to be able, there's a particular way to get rid of these things. You have to transmute them. Some things, okay, depending on what it is, I could sit here and tell you guys so much about it, but it's just like too much. It's just too much information, so much so that it's like the kind of information that you kind of make into a book, because it's just so much. And it's like, if you're going to start, it's like there's like no end to it, and you're going to be missing a whole lot. But anyways, Five of Wands. There's some energies, guys, depending again on what it is a different way to approach it and get rid of it, we could say. Some energies you can't get rid of, you have to transmute them, okay? You have to figure out, okay, so you have to figure out a way, okay, to transmute these energies. And transmutation is pretty much changing. You have to change it. It's an energy that just transforms to something else. That's the whole transmutation process. So for example, there's a sad feeling, you turn that sad feeling, you transform it into something else, like joy. It has to be, this is how you're going to be getting rid of those energies, through transmutation, okay? So it's not really getting rid, you're just you're just transmuting the energies. So you're not getting rid. Interesting, you're not getting rid of the energies, you're just transforming them into something else. Is how you, and for many of you, maybe you've been going about this by trying to get rid of it, like get it out of your energy field. But for many of you, I'm hearing this is part of your energy. I'm hearing which through a specific experience, okay, it was that part of your energy, I'm hearing, was fragmented. So I'm hearing for many of you, that's the reason why you can't, it's like you can't get rid of it. Because it's part of you, but it's fragmented and it's distorted. It just needs to be transmuted to a higher state, or to its original form. I highly recommend that you guys work with like fire element. If you're I recommend that you do meditations that have like sounds of fire, okay? And that you visualize, okay? Not only visualize, but that you feel, okay? Identify these things on your energetic body. And that whenever you find them, you focus on them and transmute them by visualizing fire. You see how at the bottom we have the star? So this is something that you guys are healing. Here we have the 10 of Wands, okay? I feel like these energies, guys, have really been affecting. Could be a masculine energy, could be your counterpart, your significant other, with this 10 of Wands. Yeah. I'm remembering this story here. There's an Edgar Allan Poe story to every card. And I've read a lot of them. And right now I'm remembering this one. Like right now it just came to me. I didn't even remember when I saw it, but now I do remember it, and I think it's significant. So the story in this card is that you see that gentleman there that's like tied up to a casket, a wooden casket. So the story behind that is, I don't know entirely the whole story, but I do remember a little bit. Pretty much that casket there, his dead wife is in there. And he promised her that he would deliver or transport her body to a particular location where all of these people are going. But what happened here is that I believe there was just too much weight on this boat. And they told this guy, look, it's just overcrowded. It's just too much weight on the boat. And so they told him, we have to remove some weight. And well, because the wife is dead, they thought, well, let's just throw her out. Let's throw her out. And this guy said, absolutely not. Like, no, I promised her that I would be there with her, when we reach this other side or whatever. And what ended up happening was that, he wasn't going to allow them to throw her out off the boat. So they tied him to the casket and they threw him off the boat. That's this 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands just, in the tarot is representative of like, it could be something that weighs on you. It could be a heavy burden in the form of a responsibility, a promise. Okay, so I feel like that is symbolic here for many of you, this 10 of Wands. It's representative of like a gentleman here who could be going through some challenging times due to a certain responsibility, okay, duty it is that they feel that they have, maybe to you, to this connection, this relationship, or to something, okay? It is a dead, right? There's a dead wife there. So for many of you, this is representative of like a relationship that has ended, okay? A relationship that has ended. Yeah, for many of you, I'm also getting, because of like the energy that this reading has, it could be connected to a particular past life of this individual has, okay? And there's like this connection. For many of you, I'm hearing they're still connected to like a past lover here. Now, for many of you, that is a person that is alive, okay? Like somebody that they were with, in this existence here. And then for others of you, it's also connected to like a past life. There's like an attachment there. You see that? Interesting. Let's see what else we get. I was not expecting this kind of reading. Hello, you see what I'm saying? The devil, and then there we have like a skeleton, and it's the devil. What is the devil? The devil is a negative attachment. There's a negative attachment here, guys. For many of you, this is a karmic partner, okay, that this person had a relationship with in a past lifetime. I'm hearing there's something there that happened, okay, that went on, that obviously went unresolved, and it has a lot to do with someone passing away or the relationship ending before its time. And there's well, that hasn't been resolved. Okay, we have the Five of Swords here. I kind of lost my train of thought a little bit there because I saw this card, and you see how there's a head there, and it's the Five of Swords. This is a negative attachment that this person has. There's a negative attachment here. For sure. I mean, we've identified that, okay? There is a negative attachment that this person has. For many of you, it's you, Aquarius, and for others of you, it's your significant other. You see, this is a person for many of you that they're actually with right now, and they also have a past life connection with this person. And the reason that they are unable to, one of the reasons that they're unable to let them go is because there's like this like strong sense of duty, responsibility there that they feel that is not allowing them to release this person. So for many of you, this could also be a lot of guilt. Okay, there's a lot of guilt here. There's someone inspiring guilt. And there could be someone thinking like, why can't I leave them? You know, and it's like, why? I'm hearing for many of you, there's a past life connection here where there's still a lot of guilt it is that they hold. Okay, this is, you know, on the heavier side, but for many of you, I'm getting that this person took their life when this person left in a past life, and they reunited in this life, and they're going through the same thing. And the whole purpose I'm hearing of this experience is to, I'm hearing for the person who took their life in this past life to go through the same experience, but to continue living and to heal that. And for many of you, this is being replayed in this lifetime. So there's a relationship, a connection here where there is someone that it feels responsible in a sense for somebody else, and there's a lot of guilt it is that they carry, and I do feel like with this devil being here, and it looks like the death card, right? It's the devil, and it's I feel like there's a lot of absolutely negative manipulation here, and I do see someone guilt tripping another, so that they do not leave. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like right now, I'm getting like someone. I'm getting this story of a couple, and there's one that wants to leave, but there is such a codependent relationship with this devil that they feel almost stuck with this person. And this is a relationship, a connection that is over. I mean, look, this devil card there, that skeleton, it's a skeleton. And then here we have a man that is tied to a casket with a dead person inside. So this is a relationship, this is a connection that has ended. Interesting. This is a past life that is like replaying itself all over again. I'm hearing the gentleman here doesn't have to be the masculine or the male, okay? But we see a masculine here. The masculine energy, or the person here that is experiencing the guilt trip, okay? They didn't heal this in a past life. So they felt very responsible for the death of this person, and it's something that they never healed, and that they blamed themselves for, and they carried that into this lifetime. And they've reunited. I'm hearing this. They've reunited. I'm hearing, and this gentleman here is supposed to overcome, this guilt and be able to rise above the negative manipulation, and needs to overcome absolutely this toxic negative bond here, and this other person needs to accept. I'm hearing the ending of this and overcome it, and not try to force someone to stay with them even before the time of the relationship is over. It's up. They need to be able to continue with their life. I'm hearing, and even if they don't, okay, this one they need to move on. Or what's going to happen is that they're going to get stuck. I'm hearing they're going to get stuck. For many of you, they're kind of stuck. So like, yeah, you see this 7 of Wands, like where you going, and they're holding on. So there's already like a link and attachment, if you could think about like when somebody like, so then like I'm also getting that for many of you, this is a false twin. This is a false twin. Yeah, we have the Lovers here, where there is, you know what this is reminding me of? Have you guys seen that movie? It's a movie that's out. I rented it on HBO, and it's about an evil twin. It's actually a very good horror movie. I really liked it. It's like it's a different storyline that I really enjoyed, and I don't know. I really like the way they filmed it, the angles. Let me look it up. Maybe some of you need to watch it, but yeah, I'm being reminded of that. And I really have to go soon. I don't know. Let me see. Put evil twin movie. Evil twin movie. Let's see what we get. Oh, I had it out. Okay, hold on a second. No, it's not coming up. Bear with me, guys. It's about a parasite, as a matter of fact. Why can't I find it? It's making me upset. Malignant. I think that's what it's called. Malignant. Yeah, Malignant. This is the movie. Malignant. And it's about a parasitic twin that a girl has. Yeah, you guys need to watch that. There's something there for you guys. All right, here we have the 5 of Swords. So earlier I was telling you guys about how there's like there's a fragmented soul here. And we see that with this. Do you see how there's this man here, he's broken up. It's like parts of himself are scattered everywhere. So this kind of situation, for example, like, I mean, both of these people would benefit from past life, like a past life regression reading. Or, yeah, anybody that is able to tap into Akashic records, for example, because there's a part of themselves, okay, that they're having to heal. There's parts of themselves, if you could think about it like this person, you know, see they're all chopped up into pieces. And if you could think about it like the head's here, right? The head, the torso, it's in this reality, but like this other part is over there, and this other part, this other, you know, timeline, and they're kind of like scattered everywhere. So, you know, you could do this yourself, you know, through journeying and meditation. Now, this is not something that you're going to just like tap into once and there, you know. This is something that it's kind of like, we could think about it like going to therapy, you know. It could take years. It could take like a year, for example, for you to kind of gather all these things and piece them together. So there's just, you know, somebody here that is having to piece, you know, they're having to piece all of this together to be able to gain this higher perspective. Okay. This is a very interesting reading. And there's just so much more that, you know, that I would love to just share with you guys. But, you know, again, you know, there's just so much. We have the Eight of Swords. And we have this Page of Pentacles. For many of you, there could be a younger individual here, maybe a Taurus, a Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but the Page of Pentacles is here. And we have this Eight of Swords. Okay, Eight of Swords. So this Eight of Swords, it's all a mental psyche thing. This Eight of Swords. Here we see a man, actually, look, we see a man that is inside a casket. So we could kind of think about this as like a person that is buried alive. This is something, okay, I feel like it's for like a very few of you. There could be a past life here where you were actually like buried alive. I'm hearing that for many others of you. There's even like torture here. It's just like the feel that I'm getting with this one. Like I'm just picturing somebody like being tortured with like hot water and like being branded. And yeah, like there's interesting. So with this Eight of Swords, look, the Eight of Swords is representative of things. It's like things that are going on, okay, within you, in your subconscious mind, we could say in the spiritual realm, that are affecting you, influencing you, but that you are unaware about. So it's also representative of illusions and delusions, projections. So it's like this is a person that is like, I feel like they're replaying this emotion, they're replaying this trauma over and over in their psyche, in their subconscious mind. That's what's going on here. And they don't realize it. Okay, this wants to come out. We have the Five of Pentacles. Sorry about that, guys. My camera, my screen just went blank. You see, Five of Pentacles, that is lost. You see how somebody's running away with a head? There's like a lot of decapitation here, like the head's coming off. So to me, that is symbolic of like somebody taking someone's like consciousness. They're taking somebody's they're taking somebody's consciousness away. They're robbing them of their true reality. So that again is just it's representative of manipulation and control, and taking somebody's ability to choose and think for themselves. It's like, there's a person here that's not even thinking for themselves. And I'm hearing that's because of this negative attachment. I need to watch that Malignant movie. It's because of this malignant energy that has attached themselves to this person, which just means, it's like, for many of you, I'm hearing it's a false twin that has connected to this individual, and they're like morphing into this person. I'm hearing, and the whole purpose that this false twin has is to completely merge, not only merge, but to take over the other completely. Whereas I'm hearing it's just one consciousness that is operating, which is pretty much representative, if you could think about it. Think about that parasite relationship where there's all kinds of different parasites, but this would be like the kind of parasite that takes over, the body and infiltrates the brain and kind of morphs with it, and it becomes like one entity. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Very interesting. And I think it's how I started your reading. I told you guys, I went off on a tangent, I think, about how the reading might resonate with you, right? How it might not resonate with you. And I was talking about these timelines and whatever. And it goes with your entire reading. So let me close your reading with this. This is standing out to me. We have this Emperor. For many of you, there's a contract here. There's a contract. There's a certain vow. I'm hearing that. Oh, interesting. There's a certain vow. A promise. Oh, remember that card there that we saw? There's a promise here that somebody made to another in another past life. I'm hearing after the fact that they were gone because of their immense guilt. There is a promise that was made with like a vow, like and it was made for many of you by this masculine energy here. You see how he's signing a contract there. So there's a contract here. I'm hearing that needs to be. I don't want to say destroyed, but it needs to be voided. So in order to do this is you need to tap into Akashic records. You need to tap into Akashic records, find the contract, okay? And the terms behind it, what was promised. And I feel like for many of you, what was promised was, I promise not to leave you, or something like that. Again And here they are in this, in very interesting. Yeah, this is a contract here. You see that? This is a soul contract, okay, that needs to be voided. In order to do that, it must tap into Akashic records. Okay, so let's get in. Let's get an oracle card. Let's use. Let's use this one. Let's use this oracle. It has a vampire theme, and it's like a vampire. It's a parasitic energy, right? So let's see. Aquarius, if you want to book a reading with me, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to VotreVoyageTarot.com, where you could book a private reading with me. We have the outsider. Doesn't that, I don't know, like, yeah, it goes, right? Like the outsider, like you belong out there, not up in here, right? Misfit, loner, wanderer, outsider. And then here we have this creature here holding this crystal ball. So this crystal ball just reminds me of like what I'm telling you guys. Like this is the kind of stuff that a shaman, okay, would be able to do. So that's the whole crystal ball here. Misfit. It's like it's something doesn't fit together, right? Something doesn't belong together, right? Loner. They belong alone, right? And there's like a wanderer, a wandering soul here, okay? That's like lost in another dimension. They need to be brought back. There's a soul contract here, guys. Okay, let's get one more card. There's only specific people that are able to do this. Not anybody. Okay, just do not go to anybody. Okay, look, here it says thirst. Let's see what this is. Thirst. Craving, compulsion, obsession. And then here it says love conquers all. Enduring loyalty, eternal love, lasting commitment. Thirst. There is definitely a vampire parasitic type of energy here, guys, which is feeding off of another. Obsession. There's a lot of impulsivity, which just to me is representative of like a person that is very unstable. And this craving is like there's this thirst that they're unable to satisfy, and they're always going to want to be feeding them. So this is pretty much a person, okay, this is the parasite, okay, that is unable to sustain themselves, and they are feeding off of the life source of this other individual who they latched onto and are like pretty much at this point they're taken over half of that person's, I'm hearing, consciousness. So they're very much integrated into their energetic field, okay? They're tied. It's a very strong attachment. Very strong. If you're dealing with this is not, you just don't go to anybody, okay? This needs to be a person that specifically identifies themselves as a shaman. Love conquers all. Enduring loyalty. Enduring. Here we have a wolf. So to me, wolf is there's this very loyal energy, and I feel like for many of you, this is this is. And look, this woman looks like really sad here. Love conquers all. eternal love, lasting commitment, enduring loyalty. So I feel like this card is just it's talking about how there is a love, a true love in this situation that is going to endure. It will be able to endure, has been enduring all of this. There is an eternal love here. I'm hearing there also needs to be a new commitment, okay? A new contract that needs to be, in a sense, reestablished in this lifetime in order for it to be able to void this other one. I'm hearing, so for many of you, I'm hearing, like right now I heard Rosa, go back to the beginning. You said something about how they're going to get rid of this. It's not by like destroying, because there's something here you cannot destroy. I'm hearing, so you have to change the terms and the conditions of the contract. Interesting. So for many of you, that is something here that needs to be done. I'm hearing the terms and conditions of this contract need to be reestablished, and that is how you can solve this situation. Interesting. This is what I have for you, my dear. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.